Hey there. Tonight I thought I would do a hangout video since, to my surprise, a lot of people actually voted for in my poll. I had asked, what types of videos do you want to see more of, and I included that in there. And I was actually surprised that people wanted to see more hangouts, so that's fine with me because I enjoy doing them. Tonight I thought I would have me a hot chocolate, which is not really a hot chocolate. It's actually a hot ovaltine. That's another thing here. It's actually difficult to find like just regular hot cocoa mix. So, but they have ovaltine. So that's what I'm having. And I decided to put some little bits of chocolate marshmallows in there. That's another thing that's hard to find here. Just regular plain marshmallows. For some reason, it's like I just don't see them. I mean, maybe there are places that sell them, but I've never seen them. But they sell little bags with like different flavored ones, and they have the chocolate and the white ones mixed together. So since this isn't actually hot cocoa, I decided I'd go with the chocolate ones. It's quite tasty. I have it in my little, I don't know how well you can see it. Oh well. It's a little Christmas mug that I bought up at the place that I call the mall that isn't a mall. So I thought I would just talk about things that I've been doing, stuff I've been up to. One is my Christmas tree, which you may have seen in some other videos, but this is the first video where you can see all the colors that are going up and down, rippling, because these are different lights. I had originally bought some of the RGB LED lights, the light strips, that came with an app so that you can do all these things with it. And I was so excited, and I put them on the tree and everything, and I decorated my tree. And I kept playing with the app, and I'm like, why am I not getting different colors of lights all at the same time? It's like no matter what I was trying to do with the app, it was just doing one light at a time, like one color at a time. And I'm like, what am I doing wrong? And I kept trying to watch videos to see how do you get it to change and all this kind of stuff, only to find out that the lights that I got don't do that. I was like, are you serious? So doing a little more research, I found out that there is a set of lights that do this, but they're RGBIC, and the number is different on it because they all have like a number at the end of it. And the ones I had bought before were 50/50, but they don't do the multicolored thing. So, but these do. So needless to say, since I decided, okay, I'm going to go ahead and get these lights and redo it, I had to take all the ornaments off the tree, all the lights off the tree, and completely do it over, which I really didn't mind because I love decorating at Christmas and stuff, and this is all I've got for Christmas decorations. What you see like right there, that's it. That's all I have. So I didn't mind it. It was kind of fun to do it all over again, and I was so excited when the lights came and I plugged them in, and it's like as soon as you plug them in and turn them on, it was doing this, and I was like, yes. I was so excited because it's so pretty. I just love it. And of course you cannot see on this video just how vibrant those colors actually are. It's way more vibrant than what it's showing on here. It's like, this is pale in comparison to what they really look like. It's gorgeous. And with this app that goes with this, you can do all kinds of stuff. I mean, a lot more than you could with the other kind. So I just have it on this one because I really like that you can see all the different colors, and it has that kind of watery effect to it, you know? So I really like that. And I was thinking about maybe playing with it a little bit in this video. I'll have to see. Thing is that I don't know how people are able to film these kind of lights and it look good, because I've seen videos where people are filming it and it's like, oh wow, that looks really good. But I've tried to film it with my phone, my tablet, and my Logitech C920, which is what I'm doing right now, and it just never turns out. Even with the lights on, if I turn on the overhead light, you still can't tell. It's like the colors just don't come out, and it just does not show them right. They always look kind of blurry. But I might pause this for just a minute and then get my phone and show you anyway. Okay, I grabbed it, and you can't really see much on here, but it has lots of different things that you can do. But on this particular wheel, there are 100 different things that you can do. I mean, it's like literally 100. This is number one that comes up, but I'll change it so you can see. I just wish you could see all the colors. So I don't have my camera really set up properly for you to see the whole thing. So let me do it like that. Might be a little crooked too. Anyway, oops. So I'll just switch through them so you can kind of see. I mean, it's just amazing to me how many things you can do with this. And you can do customized colors and stuff, which I've been kind of playing around with, but I haven't done very good with that yet. But as you can see, there's a lot that you can do as far as, you know, different patterns and colors. I wish you could see the colors. I just think this is so much fun. It is a little addictive though. It's like once you start playing around with it and seeing all the different things you can do, it's like just crazy addictive. It's wild. I'm just changing through. I'm trying to do it kind of fast because, I mean, this could take a while to go through all of them. Like I said, there's 100 on here. And that's not even including all these other ones that they already have, like preset in there, different patterns and things you can do. So I'll just go through a few of them. And this was one of my favorite ones, which you can't tell, but that's actually kind of a, it's kind of a pink and blue. It looks a little more purpley than pink. It looks a little more pink if you see it in real life, but I love that. I just think it's so cool. But then over here we've got these other settings that you can do. I must, whoops, speed it up. And you can change the speed too. That's the other thing that's really neat. I'm not sure why so many of these are just all red. There's some that's not, but it's like all of them seem to be red. Oh, I think you can change. Yeah, you can like click on different colors and change it to other stuff. But yeah, it's like just really cool. I just love this. I think it's so much fun. This is called running water, the effect of running water. This is a strobe one. Sorry if y'all get, I hope I'm not like gonna cause problems here. This is a jump one, so the colors jump. That's a static one that's got different colors. Another strobe one, which I'll get off of that jump. Static. I wish you could see these colors though. Man, I'm telling you, if somebody knows the secret of how to film things like this and actually get the colors or whatever, let me know, because it drives me crazy that I can't actually show you how pretty this really is. But yeah, anyway, it's just really cool. I just love it. And I'm going to just, let's see, go back to, I'm just going to put it back on my first one that I had on, because I really like that one. I just think it's really pretty. So much more vibrant than what you see. Now this is getting cold. When I make hot chocolate or hot coffee, I like to drink it when it's almost boiling hot. So a lot of people would say this is still hot. To me it's getting too cold, but it's still hot. It's good with those added chocolate marshmallows. So it's actually funny because ordinarily I don't put up my tree until Thanksgiving, but this year I decided I was going to go ahead and do it early, which if you've seen my other videos you know this already, but if you haven't and you're new to this, I actually put this up the day before Halloween. I was feeling down and depressed and kind of blah, and putting up my tree always makes me happy, and so I thought, why not just go ahead and do it? I had planned on doing it November 1st this year because my friend Linda, who is Scottish ASMR Blueberry, she was going to put hers up on the 1st, and so we had talked about it, and I said, oh, I think I'm going to do that too because I would love to, and so anyway, but I ended up doing it early just because I was down, but it lifted my spirits up. I mean, I was just like so happy when I put it up the first time. I was happy the second time too, but it's really funny because when I was actually going somewhere else with that story, but I get lost. My mind jumps. I have so much stuff going on in my head that I can get distracted, and it's like I can be talking about something and then it veers off, so I apologize. I think where I was going with that is I'll finish that part first and then finish this other. It's funny because I've seen more and more and more people that have already put their tree up and did it early, just like I did. And I'm like, that's so cool. Because a lot of people, you know, I hear so many people saying, oh, it's too early, it's too early. It's like, for who? For you? If it's too early for you, don't do it. But for us, you know, people who love it, it's not too early. We're excited and it makes us happy. But what I was going to say next is when I put the new lights on, after I took down the other stuff and put these on, I almost did not put the ornaments on it because it was so beautiful just by itself with the lights. And it was really tempting just to leave it with just the lights because it really is just gorgeous by itself. But I had bought new ornaments this year because I thought this year I wanted to go with just pink and blue ornaments on the tree. And so I had already gotten some new ornaments and I thought, no, I'm going to put them on there. And I like them on there. But either way, it's gorgeous because these lights, they just fill the whole tree with light. And it's just, I don't know, it's awesome and I love it. The way I look at it is, you know, do what makes you happy. You know, if there's something that makes you happy like that, just go for it. Who cares what anybody else thinks? I don't care. I live alone, me and my cats. I didn't put this up for anybody but me. So, you know, why not? If it, you know, it's going to make me happy and feel better, I'm going to go for it. And I did. Yeah, my birthday is coming up on December 2nd, which is also Linda's birthday. And she and I are supposed to, on the 3rd, on that Saturday, we're supposed to do kind of a, I don't think it's going to necessarily be a simultaneous live stream. I think she's doing the live stream and I'm just going to be kind of doing a video chat with her on her live stream, but I'm really excited about that. I think it'll be a lot of fun. Since we both have the same birthday, we're going to kind of celebrate together. Saturdays are her, what she calls her flavoring days. That's the one day out of the week that she like has something to drink, you know, adult beverage. And so she's going to be doing that, you know, on Saturdays. It's the day after our birthdays. And so I'm supposed to call in and join her on that, which is going to be so much fun because I've never done that before. So I hope I can figure it out and make it work. And hopefully I'm planning to bake myself a cake for my birthday. And it's going to be completely from scratch because finding boxed cake mixes here, that's another thing that's difficult to do. And when you do find one, they charge like a ton for it because it's just not something they sell here. And they don't really sell frosting and stuff like that. So I'm going to have to make the entire thing from scratch. And I have a friend named Jackie that lives here that I never see. I almost never see her. But last year for my birthday, she made me this cake because I told her that my favorite cake in the world that I love for my birthday is a devil's food cake with chocolate frosting. She made it for me. She found a recipe and she tweaked it a little bit and made it from scratch, and she nailed it. It was exactly the perfect cake. Oh my God, it was so good. I could not believe it. I hadn't had a devil's food cake in quite a long time. It's been quite a few years because I had someone send me one from the States In case you're new here, I live in Thailand, so if you're wondering what in the world I'm talking about when I say stuff like this, that's why. I live in Thailand, so things that are normal in America to get, easy to get, it's not so much here. So she gave me the recipe, and I'm going to try to make that cake this year, and I hope it turns out as good as it did for her. I couldn't believe it. I mean, she really did nail it. Okay, that's just not hot enough to suit me. I can't finish it. Ordinarily, when I make something like that, like a cup of hot coffee or hot chocolate or something, I guzzle it down like within just a matter of a couple of minutes because I need it to be like scalding hot. I don't know why. I'm so weird like that. It's like my hot drinks need to be super, super hot. And if it's a cold drink, it needs to be ice cold. People used to call me the ice lady because it's like anytime I'd go out to McDonald's or a restaurant or something to order anything, I always said, you know, whatever I was getting to drink, I must be like with a lot of ice, you know, and I would do this gesture and like fill it to the top with ice and then put the drink in. Because, like, how many times have you gone to a place like McDonald's or something and it's like they put all this drink in there and then they put this little teeny tiny layer of ice on the top? Ugh. I cannot. That thing needs to be overflowing with ice with some drink in it. It's got to be super ice cold. That's like my iced coffees. I mean, I drink iced coffee in like a jug. It's like a bucket. Because I fill that entire thing up, like mound it at the top with ice, and then I pour the hot coffee mixture and stuff over the top of it and mix it all up. And so that hot coffee is going to melt some of that ice, but I need that thing packed full of ice. That's just the way I am. But anyway, and something else I've been doing is I ride a bicycle. That's my only form of transportation. So I use baskets on the front and on the back of my bike. Well, the basket that I have on my bike, it's really nice. Sorry, I just saw a flashlight outside my window, but it's somebody across the street. The basket I have is really nice. It's a nice, you know, decent sized front basket. But whoever designed this basket was not really thinking very well because they're like all these big open spaces all around the entire basket. I mean, like wide open spaces. So when you sit things in there, if you have to put something small like a pair of glasses or something, like I always have to have reading glasses with me when I go out because I'm, you know, if I'm going to be shopping or something, I need to be able to see what I'm looking at. So I'll stick my glasses in there, but because the openings are so huge, they'll just fall right out. And for a while I had this like big like carry bag, you know. A lot of the shops started saying they weren't going to use plastic bags anymore and you had to bring in your own. So I had gotten this really big bag that I sit down in there in the basket. But I've been using it for so long that it's kind of gotten yucky. And I can't seem to find another one that fits. So I finally decided I'm just going to get a different basket, one that's not like that, so that I can just put my things in it and not worry about stuff falling out. So I found one on Lazada, which is this online place that I order a ton of stuff from because I live in a small town where you can't get much of anything, so I have to order a lot of stuff. So I ordered this basket. It was really cheap, but it's like a hard plastic, and it only came in gray, and it was just this kind of blah gray. I'm not a big fan of gray. I like colors. In case you can't tell, I like a lot of color. And so I thought, I don't really want gray, so I decided I would buy some primer spray paint for plastic, and then buy some paint, spray paint to repaint it. So I've been working on that for the last couple of days, but it's been raining like constantly, so it's been a real challenge to try to work on this, because you need to do, a couple of coats of the primer, and then you need to do, however many coats of the spray paint in the color that you want, which I wanted to do a pearl white because my bike is pink and white, and the white mud guards and stuff are a pearl white, and so I kind of wanted that basket to be a pearl white. Well, I bought some, and it's like I kept spraying it, and it never changed. It was still that gray primer. And I'm like, what? So today I went and got another can of spray paint and just got regular white. And I've done a couple of coats and it's starting to look white. It still kind of has that gray undertone though. But I don't know if this is going to work, because even though I use the primer on there to try to keep it from peeling off, there was a couple of places that were still like wanting to peel off. So I don't know if it's gonna work, but I hope so, because then if it does, then I'll have a nice pretty white basket on my pink and white bike, and it'll look nice, and I won't have these big gaps for my stuff to fall through. So we'll see. Hopefully, if the weather's not like really horrible tomorrow, maybe I can finish the painting with it and see what it's gonna do. I hope it turns out okay, because I'm going to be really disappointed if all that paint starts peeling off. But I bought the primer hoping that I didn't have to sand it, because the way the basket's made, there's no way I would be able to sand it down to do all of that painting. So I bought the plastic primer thinking that that would make the paint stick, but if the primer's not sticking, then everything I'm doing is for nothing. So, which wouldn't surprise me, because that's kind of my luck. I seem to have that happen to me a lot, where I have good intentions to do something and I try and it doesn't work, and so then I'm like, okay, well, like this year I decided for my birthday that I was going to buy my cats a new cat tree, because they had a couple of cat trees, but they were like so torn up and just falling apart kind of. So I thought, instead of buying myself something besides my bike basket and the lights, I decided to get them a cat tree. It's kind of like a combination, my birthday and Christmas present. And so I got them this really nice cat tree, like I've seen in a lot of the videos that I watch of cat channels, famous cat channels that I watch. So I got one similar to what they have, and it's beautiful. Oh man, I'll do another video where I'll show you what it looks like. It's absolutely gorgeous. I mean, it looks like an art piece. And I can barely get them to get on it. I'm like, seriously? I get you this really nice fancy cat tree and they keep wanting to get on the old ones. Like, oh Lord. I feel like I can't win for losing. But I didn't want to get rid of the one cat tree that I had, because even though it's kind of crappy looking, it's still in decent condition, and so I'm not going to get rid of it entirely. And it gives them more than one thing that they can play on. But I thought for sure that they would just be gravitating to this new one right away, and it's like, no. My one cat, Biscuit, he has been sleeping in one of the little cave kind of things that is on there, you know, a little cubby thing. He's been sleeping in there, so that's a plus. But my cat Oscar just acts like he could care less. I'm like, seriously? Thanks a lot. Oh, goodness. Anyway, I know I've been rambling for a while and I should probably stop, but I've been wanting to do another hangout like this, and so I figured, well, why not just go ahead and do it tonight so I can show you my neat Christmas tree lights. And I have to say, if you haven't put up Christmas stuff yet, but you're planning to, if you need to buy new Christmas lights, I highly recommend looking into these RGB IC lights that do this, because, or any of the strip lights, even if you don't care if they change colors like that, if you just wanted solid colors that you could change from one color to another, these are fabulous, because not only can you join them together, you know, because they come in these little spools like this, and most of them, I mean, you have to check and make sure, but most of them has, you know, two ends. So one end plugs into the thing that you plug in to the wall or whatever, and the other end you can add more strip lights to them. But because it's just like a little thin strip with these little teeny lights that are in the strip, they don't get tangled up like regular Christmas lights. It's just so easy to work with. Oh my gosh, these things are like the greatest things ever. I've always loved lights, twinkle lights and stuff like that. This has always been like a huge passion of mine since I was a kid. And these are like the best things I've ever seen in my life. I just cannot believe how fantastic they are. So easy to work with, don't get tangled up. Supposedly they use less power than regular Christmas lights. They're supposed to last a lot longer. And if you wanted to take them off your tree and put them all around your ceiling or floorboards or whatever you wanted to do with them, you just peel the little sticky back thing off and you can stick it on. Oh, they're fabulous. I know they are not sponsoring me or anything. I just have to tell you, they're just wonderful. So if you're considering buying new lights this year, take a look. I mean, literally, there's tons of them out there. Some of them don't do this though, so you have to like really look and make sure that if you want it to do that, make sure that they actually do that. Because the 2835s don't, or they might. I'm not sure about the 2835s. The 5050s do not. And these are, there's a number with this one, but I don't remember the number. But they're RGB IC. So anyway, I just thought I'd throw that out there since a lot of people may be getting ready to buy new Christmas lights, and these are fabulous. You can watch videos. There's tons of videos on YouTube, you know, if you want to see other people talk about them and what they get and whatever. There's tons of stuff out there. So anyway, I'm excited. I can't help it. But thank you so much for being here and for watching. I appreciate it so much. If you're new, welcome. And I hope to see you again really, really soon. Bye.